Okay, so we'll just do a quick sound check. Hi, can everyone hear me? Okay, so yeah. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, Gina. Great. Okay, so tonight there's a few more indicators been updated. Okay, so let's see. Okay, hi from Tilly. Hi, Tilly. All right, so okay, so you already have a window 2 that looks like, okay, so there's obviously an alert coming because the system stopped. Okay, so there'll be an alert for this arrow. Okay, well, maybe I'll let me just, okay. Guys, come on. Okay, so see who's chatting. Okay, everybody's still saying hi. Good. Okay, so window 2, no more hats. Yeah, so you gathered that. So obviously with the recoding of the indicators, it's allow a lot more precision and flexibility, because with new recoded indicators, I'm allowed to do a little bit more. Okay, so, and have, as you can see, one of the things we don't have here. Okay, still chatting. Okay, if you just, everyone have sound? Looks like it. Gina's said yes, so I would imagine that to be the case. So, yeah. Okay, so if you haven't had sound, you can sort of sort out in the background what's happened. Okay, so yeah, there will be the recording, but there will be something on your in your tool set that says what you need to do. So just review those. Okay, so window 2, the obvious change is the no more hats. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight. You can see the highlight there. Okay, so I'm going to put a line at what we're looking at so that there's no guesswork. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, so in this time, if I look down, I can see it's screen shading, and I can see there's 4 lines. Yeah, 4 lines above the 0 line. Okay, so when the lines have gone above the 0, they're upward looking for their time frame high. Okay, because really underneath this diamond with the arrow, we know it's a current high because it's got a white line, dotted line joining it. But really, we can't see how many diamonds actually have a high in there. Okay, so starting with the yellow, and if you just move your mouse over it, you'll find that the chart will actually tell you what time frame. So if I put my mouse over the yellow line, it says the bottom of the box, ZZ current time frame. Yeah, and if I go to the green one, one time frame higher. Okay, so you get the gist. 4 lines. Current time frame is M5. One time frame high, M30, H1, and H4. Okay, so there's the representation. So If all the lines are up there, and after this diamond where the this vertical line is drawn, if they all cross below the 0, that means that's a high for the M15, M30, H1, and H4. Okay. The indicator's logic, if current time frame on this chart, the M15 is the current time frame, and one time frame higher, which is M30, if they're both below the 0 line at the same time, it will give pink shading. Yeah. Now over here, you see the green line has continued to remain underneath, but at this stage, the yellow line, which is the current time frame, has found a low, because now we see the white line crossing the 0 and going above 0, and it'll stay there until the M15 hits a high diamond. Yeah. So they're a bit easier to read than the hats. Yeah. So I'll just mark the 3 diamonds that we're talking about. Okay. So here, underneath that diamond, you don't have X-ray eyes, and I don't expect you to. The use of window 2 is that it actually lets you know that the current and free time frame higher all find at a high. So it's a significant high. At that point, price wants to go down, and all the lines go down, but the most important ones that make the shading is M5, M15, and M30. Yep. So once M30's got its reached its threshold that meets the criteria of a white line joining it, and it wants to retrace up, now it's no longer in sync with the M30, so we get no shading. Okay, but we can see the M30, H1, and H4 all still are looking for a lower diamond. Yeah. So at this point, now notice, yeah, so at this point, I'm just going to refresh the chart. Okay, there. Okay, because I know with that steep thing, there had to be some vertical lines. So I refreshed, and well and behold, okay. So if I'm entering here, what do I know? I know that price has to go, because it wasn't satisfied. 3 time frames weren't satisfied with the low that the 15-minute got. That means they want to go lower, yeah? So very much like Diamond Pip Harvester, 1,000%, this price target will be hit, because it has to be, because 3 time frames want to go lower than that. So the bonus of knowing this information is that you can set that and 1,000% know that barring a war, earthquake, or something totally extraordinary, you'll take profit. Yeah. Okay. And once again, trading continues down until you get another dotted white line. Yeah. At this point, you can see that 3 time frames went up and 1 stayed down. Yeah. So that one's the H4. Yeah, it says 3 time frames higher. So up here, 1 time frame higher, 2. So H4. H4 is still looking for low. Okay, but I can see because there's shading, I know the M15 and M30 are going the same direction, but I also have the bonus that the 1 hour is going up. So underneath this diamond, 3 time frames reach a low. Yeah. Okay, so virtually it's a lot easier to read, but the important thing is when you have all the time frames below, including the time frame immediately higher, and you have a retrace, it lets you know that price is going to go lower than the previous diamond, yeah, or previous low. Everybody happy with that? Okay, that makes sense. Some sort of remark would be good. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jenna. So visually, I like my charts to tell me anything it knows that I should know. Over here, it's telling me 1,000% at the profit target I will definitely hit. Yeah. And no doubt, should we be entering that trade, we would be doing our horizontal lines for trade management. Yeah. So I like to be quite visual. So let's just quickly, might as well just recap on all the things that we normally be doing it and we entered a trade. Yeah. Okay, so 15 minutes, pound Aussie, 30 pips or channel, whichever's greater. Okay, so they're pretty much, it's 29.9. So 30 pips, 1 for 1. Okay, so what have I done wrong? I haven't done anything wrong. But after I put an open price, I put 1 at the channel, don't I? Because we put 1 at the channel we're going towards. We put one for 1 with the existing take profit. Let's have a look if I'm correct there. Okay. Okay, yep, no worries. Okay, so touchy. 30 pips. Oh, not quite 30, so 30 is a bit lower. 60's there. And 90's there. So we're, okay, so there. There. It's 2 for 1. 3 for 1 would be, okay. So, you know, 1 for 1, 2 for 1, 3 for 1, etc. Okay, so we're going to, as I said, entering this trade, you know it's going to get there, so pointless asking that's a take profit. Mark the one after, or even the one after. If it doesn't get there and there's a diamond occurs before it, you'll get an alert. Yeah. So there's no harm putting, in fact, it's more preferable to stretch your take profit because you know that if it doesn't hit it, you'll get notified by a diamond manual exit alert. Yeah. So if you've got no manual exit alert, you're going to let it run. Yeah. So a lot of times we're a bit shy in asking for profit, but hopefully since there's more guidance on the charts and it's easier to see, that everybody can benefit. Yeah. So let me just remove those. So we've gone through window 2. Okay, so I have, after having a week of seeing what the recoding has allowed me to do, I've tinkered with it. I've removed one of the lines. Okay, so these are the sort of things I do. See over here, number 6. I don't really need to have 5 time frames higher showing because there's going to be too many lines. And the only reason I put the window 3 time frames higher is really when I'm at the 5 minutes window. The 3 time frame higher actually lets me know what H1's doing. Okay, so it's really the only reason I kept that. This one, the color's still there. Otherwise, I would have whited it up. Yeah. Okay. Input. So our settings for the zigzag threshold is in-depth 24. Okay. So our zigzag check for the 15 and for every time frame higher is set for, that time frame is set at 24.15, same as the current time frame. Okay. So now You notice that the shading in window one's gone. Yeah. Okay. So the reason is, let's see if I've still got a copy of the one I've replaced. Yes, I do. Okay. So okay. Now the reason why some of you like to make it quite big, in which case you can see that window one shading gets lost behind the candles or becomes part of the candle. So it can add some confusion. Yeah. So really what I'm looking for when I'm seeing posts is seeing what sort of things can I remove from site that I can't remove it inside if I haven't got something better to replace it with. Okay, so with the recoding of the river, LGD river, recoding of the zigzags, etc., it's allowed me to do some of these magical things. Okay, so just refresh the chart and show you what those things are. Okay, come on. So these will get quicker because the charts are getting under CPU and history. It has to be refilled and remigrate all that information. So the more we use it, the less time we'll have to think about it because we'll have it there. Okay, so what's allowed me to go and remove the shading from window one? Well, this is one of my biggest probably adjustment. It's been adjusting window 4, okay, because now that I've got a strengthened window 2 and I've got arrows, small arrows and big arrows, so I don't overuse the diamonds, I can be very direct and instructive, and visually you've got a lot of better, the cues are a lot easier to be read. Okay, so based on the supporting information, one of the things that occurs is that window 4 in the past, when the orange timing line was on top of it, you'd get a single bar up, a single bar down, and if you've got different platforms, we could get a very amount of difference between people posting. Yep. Okay. So virtually, it's the timing line, whether it goes above or below the center line. Okay, so that's, you notice it's window 3, yeah? So window 4, with some of the changes there, we're able to go and get something that has quite a distance apart. Okay, now I'm going to go and switch you to a screenshot. Okay, for those that no doubt their brain will be screaming, I want to know more. I'll quickly do that. So excuse me if you see nothing right now, because I'm just about to go and do a new share. Okay, so new share photos. Okay, so you should be seeing a screenshot of Aussie US M15 chart. One has a normal river with the 15 orange timing line, 15 exponential moving average. And on the left-hand side, you have a 60 moving average, the white line, and a modified river. Okay, you notice that the river on the left with the white trend line, that the river itself is 5 times the amount of length, so it's not going to react as quickly as the normal river. Okay, so you know it moves right up and moves around. So having a flattened river, that if you've got the last 5 candles like really huge and the rest average, the river's going to spike up. Yeah. So with this flattened one, every time it crosses up, when the white crosses above the center line, then with the river it's referring to, the river center line, we're looking for down trades, and when it crosses below, we're looking for up trades. Exactly what the timing line does, but less reactive and greater separation. And virtually they're doing the same thing, because I've gone 5 times, just over 5 times higher, 5 and a bit, on the river center line from 20 candle length to 105. Now the exponential moving average here in the orange is 15. The white one's 60. Okay, so it's just over 4 times bigger. So they are really approximate ratios that match each other. So that's now in window 4. Okay, because I don't mind missing some of those earlier ones, because having this setting will give me still pretty much 99% of all the trades with matching. Okay, so what I can do here, I'm just going to go quickly, since I'm already here. Wow, that's pretty big. Okay, so this is the template that we're seeing tonight. Yeah, so you can see hopefully a blue vertical line, and this is with the settings that's on my live chart right now. And you can see met criteria, trade entered, and that was 2:54 p.m. Friday. Okay, 4:31. Since then, there's 2 more blue lines. This one's confirmed. Yep. 6 o'clock. I've got my promised current high blue diamond. Now, yes, this hasn't got an arrow. This is one of the ones I was doing when I was setting my new window 4. I needed to see the white and green cross. Okay, but they're still the same trade. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 blue vertical lines here. Okay, so back to 8:41, and here the trades, the buy trades that were confirmed earlier on, were confirmed blue vertical lines, data high, and 2 vertical lines confirmed, trade entered. Yeah. Okay, so once again, you can see window 4 pretty much came well before, and window 3 is actually the setting that the previous window 4 had. Okay, so you can see with this adjustment, with this updated indicators, has certainly given us the strength that window 4. If window 4 is the right color, we can enter. If it's not, we can't. Generally, we can't actually. It won't. The assessor won't let you. And if you don't have a vertical line, it won't let you, because this trading is called vertical line fulcrum trading. So you need to have a vertical line. It needs to be confirmed, and one of those things definitely needs to have pink in window 4. Okay, and that's that trade completed. Okay, so at this stage, you can see that window 3 is repainted nearly up to window 4, but window 4 already had it. Okay, so this was about free trade. So I've tested it on various currencies pretty much on the day towards the end of last week. Okay, so okay, share back to. Okay, so this is your charts. Okay, so the question on the website and the assessor says now, instead of window 1 plus either 3 or 5 green, it's now just it's window 3 or 5 green. Okay, so you can see window 3 is still doing a great job for us. It's still part of the question. And 5, and it's purely because window 3 has a setting of the timing setting that used to be window 4. It's a very strong indicator. So it leaves me the wonderful result of not requiring to have shading in window 1, which makes your window 1 a very clean space. Yeah? All right. So okay, there's questions. I like that. Okay, yes, okay. No questions, just yes. All right, so okay, so once again, over here to the left, you can see there's no vertical lines. That's obviously wrong. So let me just refresh chart. I'm doing this so, you know, when you're glancing at your chart, these are the sort of things you notice. So, you know, you get the cue, see? So straight away, that beautiful vertical lines have appeared that we knew were there. Okay, so vertical line trading, how do I use that? Okay, so nice logic. Shading where, Gina? If you want shading on, is that possible? There's a lot of shading there. You have to maybe pick a window. Okay, so you've got these alerts, these little arrows, yeah? So these arrows, you've probably noticed, they'll come up with a alert message that says assess buy arrow. So buy arrow would be an arrow pointing upwards. Assess sell arrow would be an arrow pointing downwards, yeah? So now, the rule of, if you've got one of these assess green arrows, a green arrow can't be entered unless you, well, first without confirming that there's a confirmed blue vertical line, yeah? So because this blue vertical line is there, and we can see you've got current low, green shading in window 2, you've got green shading in either 3 or 5, in fact you've got both, and window 4. So all the questions, yes, were there, so that's a confirmed vertical line. That means that vertical line says that that's a low and it's looking for a high that has a diamond with a white line joining it. So it's confirmed. That means really I can re-enter trades. Now I've made these arrows and you can see the assessor, okay? It actually has the message sell, buy, assess buy arrow, assess sell, and it still has manual exit and all that. So you've got, okay? So once again, when you get a arrow, the alert comes and you need to be able to look back from the candle after, as you know, because you don't know that green arrow is going to stay there until the candle after, okay? So at that stage, you check to see if you've got a confirmed vertical line. You have, you enter the trade. If it still wants to go up, you know it's going to go higher than the previous one, so you know it's going to go 67 pips at a minimum. Yeah, that's the number, 673. Okay, so, okay, let me just, okay, so vertical lines for re-entry. you can enter that one. See over here, you've got a up arrow, but there's no vertical line, no blue vertical line. So there's no entry in this particular one. Okay, there's no entry there because no vertical line, no valid confirmed blue vertical line. So I don't care how many arrows are there, we can't enter. The previous one, I can enter this one because that's confirmed red vertical line. Yep, so easy rules. Okay, so let's quickly answer Jenna's question. Window 1. Well, you can if you want, but it won't be in the questions. I mean, when you use the assessor, it doesn't refer back to it, just as it doesn't refer back to, doesn't refer to the center line as a necessity for confirmation, but those two items do lend information that you may or may not want. Okay, so okay. You can. That's easy enough. It's not a hard thing. Okay, so if you like the shading there, just go to TMA, color. As you can see, it's there. Okay, so okay, so rather than get finicky, I'll just quickly just put another template on. So reload it. Okay, so you'll be getting 5 indicators that have been recoded. Okay, so I'll be sending it with the update templates. Okay, the update templates have lesser lines in window 2 and adjusted window 3 and 4. Okay, so and they'll come by email. Okay, so just give me a sec and we shall show you what those indicators are. Okay, so just resume share. Okay, so you should be seeing well, these 4 are 6. Okay, DT FV2, DT zigzag check EX4, DT check, DT zigzag check underscore options dot and LG TMA check, and then LG TMA underscore 1 exec and LGD river. Okay, they've all been recoded, and anything extra we don't need because of the recoding, we didn't have to do as much work, so LGD river is a lot quicker. Okay, so And yeah, so we're busily working on a new panel, and we're working on a resume share. Sorry, you didn't see it. Okay. Okay, so let's see what the chat is. Let's see what you missed out. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, so you're beginning. Yeah, so those are the things we're working on. Okay, a purpose-built trade management tool. Okay, so if I've got time, I see if I can use it on for you. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we might that. Okay, where are you? LGC. Okay, I just got to go and because they've all got TPSL, so just, I don't want them to, the TPSL to interfere with it. So okay, so I want to put a sell trade on. Sell stop. Okay. Okay, what's happening? Okay. Now it should work. I had it set there, okay. So what it does, the EA is smart enough to know where the channel is for the stop loss, and it works out your trade management, yeah? See over here, as soon as I put I instruct it to place a trade, so this is the instruction. Once I got the instruction, you can see in the milliseconds, from 33 seconds, from 33.08 to 33.37, which is milliseconds. It's already worked out what the lot size is, placed the order in, and where the channel is, yeah? So it's done that all, and it's done a 1-for-1, or have I? Okay, so what I've done is in here, yeah, so it's under money management, but I've set the take profit initially at 100, okay, because we haven't done the rest of the smart things for it. Okay, but so yeah, so that will be a perfect. It's going to run out now, but at least you got to see the auto take profit jumper working, yeah, and not the auto take profit jumper, but the new setting on it. Okay, so I'll leave that to you, and I'll send you your templates and indicator updates. Okay, so the new recoded indicators have allowed me to tweak and actually give more information, and that so that you're in trades and you're aware of any potential take profits. Okay, no worries. So we'll say good night, and I'll have this up to you guys tonight. All right, so the new picture is ready online, so if you need to check. Okay, so